Christopher Columbus was quoted while looking at a manatee as saying, "They're not as half as beautiful as they are in the paintings," while he was staring at a goddamn manatee. Manatee looks so cute just staring at us with his innocent, dead, soulless eyes. I love him.
That's a walrus, but that's a whole different topic.
No!
It's time for rum on the rocks, rum on the rocks.
Here we are. Happy Saturday. We are starting Rum on the Rocks with technical difficulties as per usual. Your boy's a couple hours into drinking. We have a few subjects to discuss, and I want to try something new.
I think I exited out of this 100%. Oopsies. Sorry, Rabbit.
There you go. No, you're good, man. So, Rum on the Rocks, if you guys aren't aware and you're joining us for the first time, a couple of us have played this game since day one. We have like 300 days in the game, and unfortunately, we don't know a lot about it. But we also, I speak for myself on this, and maybe Stacks, are borderline alcoholics, and we look for an excuse to learn about the game while also drinking. Sounds good. We have our 3 words. Stacks, did you type your words in yet?
They're in there.
They're in there? What is this secretness? Let me check. Oh, okay. Got it. Perfect. I like those words. Those are good words. I'm never going to look at them again and I won't remember. All right, we're going to move through here. So what we like to do is we like to talk about several subjects. We like to rate some videos. And at the end, we tally up the drinks that Stacks and I have, and then we bet them all at the end. So if you have 10 drinks and you bet all 10 at the end, you could erase them. Or if you double them, you got to take the 10 drinks and then what we call the shot of shame. So let me see. I picked a random quote. Let me see. The random quote today was his name was Diesel. He goes by Elliot on Twitch, and it was "No mercy in my dojo" from episode 1 of Rum on the Rocks. So there we go. "No mercy in my dojo" was the first quote of Rum on the Rocks. And just to give you a heads up, Skyline, we like to ask our guests at the end of the show what their quote is, and then it will be randomly brought up later on for the rest of the weeks, as long as this continues. So no pressure, but that's how long you have to think about it. All right, let's move.
Hear that noise?
No, I don't hear that noise now.
Okay.
And hopefully everybody can hear you guys just fine. And we're going to move on to topic 1. And I put the topics in random order, so let's see. The Pirate Academy. Pirate Academy.
Oh my gosh.
About?
Yeah, so, this is, let me just pull something up. We were talking about kind of just learning the game, and like when our last episode, when we were talking about that chart I shared, and me just understanding like the differences in the damage types of the weapon and stuff. So I started searching on the website, and they have a whole section under community, which is called the Pirate Academy, which includes a whole PDF downloadable guide that explains almost every single aspect of this game, right? And so rewind 4 years ago, like me and Stack loaded in the game and literally could not even figure out how to move our ship. We didn't understand to lift the anchor, right? So having something like this, I feel like new pirates are lucky.
Talking about the maiden voyage?
No, I'm going to share a link in the Discord chat for everyone, and you'll be able to take a look at it, but something completely different.
That's wild. So, no, I think I get where you're coming from, Stacks. They have all this information to absolutely everything you possibly need to know, and they did not put it in the maiden voyage. You think that'd be the place to put it? Who's looking on the website to play the game?
I mean, me. Me not understanding that the fucking that the snipe does the most damage. Like I if anything thought it was the blunder by far would do the most damage. In every other game, aren't shotguns like deadly AF? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's.
But you can download the player guide, and literally, I don't know, Robin, if you can pull something up in like live time and share. But if you download this player guide, I mean, it goes into like exactly what keys for keyboard and controller as well. It has game goals and objectives, life at sea, So it says, this is your capstan, this is what it's used for, this is your sails, this is what they're used for. A section for life on land, a section for a world of real players. So how to handle PvP, communication, flags and alliances. Like,
That is
it's like a
true. They
whole
tell you
fucking book.
nothing in a maiden voyage about PvP and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You're kind of
You get,
blindsided by that.
It like throws you in, and then it just like tells you, okay, go dig up your tools, go dig up your equipment, fix your ship, get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I feel like a hooker in the maiden voyage. Just get your shit and go. Thanks for playing.
Pick up the chest, spyglass.
Skyline, have you ever heard of the Pirate Academy prior to Drea mentioning it?
Honestly, no, I don't really ever go on the website.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And, you know, I think this leads into a bigger conversation. Sometimes, as we started off on console, I feel like console players get neglected in Sea of Thieves in the grand scheme of things. They talk about emissaries rolling around that will give you special sales if you find them. Never saw them in console. I don't even know if they exist. And they make up more than half their player base. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just going on a rant there. Sorry, PC players, if I went on a tangent.
Hey, listen, back in my Josh.
Back in my day, there was no consoles. We played Oregon Trail.
Everyone got the bird flu and died.
Dre, by the way, I like how you were giving that conversation the whole time your character's just eating popcorn. So I was imagining you talking, but like, yeah, and then Pirate Academy was
Yeah. Yeah. No, but it's pretty interesting, right? And I was on the website just the other day because I was curious of the damn riddle, you know what I'm saying? So I was there. I don't visit there like, often, but I was like surfing around, and you should visit, because another fun fact about visiting the website, on their forums, they have monthly, I believe, challenges, which are photo contests, and you can get the Obsidian 6-piece. So like including the capstan.
Did you say photo contest?
Yeah, so you submit a photo. Each month they have like, this month is your best screen capture through a spyglass. So everyone's like submitting their captures of them looking through their spyglass, and then someone that works at Rare, right, is going through and they're vetting and picking winners.
Oh yes, Silent. If you have the code, I need it for the mystery. I was literally gonna rant about that at the end of everything.
Yeah,
Has
but
somebody found it yet,
no one has found it yet. There's no key in the chest. The code is gonna, like, they literally have people in a fucking swirl. I don't know if anyone's in the Discord, but like the chat has not stopped since they've released the first riddle.
And it's been 2 days.
Yeah, I can look. I'm looking in there right now, and it's just constant. Like,
yeah, it's crazy,
it never
right?
stops. You look in the pinned messages too. There's so much shit to look
Silence
through.
says, do out C45T. The O is a 0.
What is that code for? The new riddle, Silent, or the Obsidian capstan? Let's be clear here.
I'd take the
I'll take either,
capstan code. Just go ahead and send it my way.
I'm gonna go
for 2 years.
I'm gonna go check it out right now. Don't you worry about it. He says it's the riddle. Let's go see. How great would that be if that's what we do tonight? The riddle. 1 second. Is he right? Is this legit? I'm heading to enter it now. You solved the puzzle. When did this happen, Wolf?
What is that step?
So 0 UT Charlie 45T.
Okay, do it for me one more time.
Okay, so 0 Umbrella Tango Charlie 45 Tango. What's up, Elliot? Hey, Silent just gave us the answer to the riddle.
Shut up, Silent. Kudos to you, bro. Give this man some doubloons, Robin.
Doubloons.
Yeah.
I got some to spare. I got like 3.5K. You want some?
Or
well, like in game, or in your stream points. Give this man some. Yeah, there we go.
It said not found. Do I have to type out the whole name? I think I gotta type out the whole name.
Help me get it, Drew.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready?
I don't know if it's working. What's going on? Why?
Okay, well, don't give him any
go.
more, man.
Here we go. You ready
You're
for
gonna be
this?
broke.
This makes up for it. Boom. There we go. Early bird. Silent. Do you know who the first was to solve it offhand? I have not been following the mystery, bro. Okay. Where we were at with the Pirate Academy. Oh, yeah. So essentially you're saying there's a resource on the website for everybody to figure out anything they didn't know.
Yeah, in a downloadable PDF. I don't know if you can pull something up in real time on the stream, but I sent you the link in Discord. You can just share and like scan through it real quick just to like surface. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And I'm sure each of us would learn something new if we read through it. So homework, everyone read through it and bring me back something new next week. Thank you.
Silent. I am definitely gonna have to figure that out. I can't imagine how anybody figured. I would have never randomly typed that in. You know how many random words I typed in? None of them had numbers in it.
And I don't think, yeah, alphanumeric. I never thought it would be that. I thought it might have been multiple words, right? But
I remember at some point looking at that one image they tweeted about that, like the fruit crate thingy, whatever it was, and how it had like the symbols on the side of the crate.
Yes.
And I literally typed in what like banana, coconut, pineapple, pomegranate, like every single one, and then I reached the character limit.
Morgan, I never officially had one. I forgot to reset it. By the way, Stacks, where do you find sharks on this game?
What, just random sharks?
Yeah, where do they usually show up at?
Not going for it, bro.
Yo, Stacks, can you come over here and shoot me?
Damn it. Damn.
I can come
Where
shoot
you at?
you. Oh, no, I don't know where you're at.
Okay.
I'm right here.
Don't worry. It's gonna get real fast. I have another element here that hopefully works. I spent a lot of time on it. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna be really upset. Let me take a sneak peek here and see if it pops up. Let's see. Okay, I'll figure this out. All right. Stacks, are you ready for your topic?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let me get rid of this one. All right, you're up, good sir, and I will turn on the game capture. Let's hear about the dance contest. What the fuck is this about, man?
So, originally, I was just going to have people come on the stage and just dance. But I thought about it. I was like, I could turn this into something. So, what if Sea of Thieves had like I don't know. I guess you'd have to do it like server by server or something like that, but I don't know, just something to where people create their own music video per se. Something like that.
Their own
Kind of how, well, with dancing, of course, but kind of like how they did something originally like that. You can submit like photos and contests and shit, but I don't know. I just thought about like a little dance contest. Cool.
Could you be more? I don't understand, man. You want like a dance off between pirates and they hit emotes in a certain order? Were they making music videos or what's?
Yes, and turn it into a music video.
Okay, no, imagine this though, right? What are they called? Flash dances, flash people, flash groups? Could you imagine
Flash
like
mobs.
going to a flash mobs? You go to a fort and attack like a single sloop, like just 3 galleys, but then instead of attacking, you just all break into the same fucking dance. Like that would be dope.
No, it would not.
So I don't.
And the pirates back then were wild. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Fair.
So I actually made a Sea of Thieves music video recently. I don't usually want to like use this to promote my own videos, but I'd be glad to show you.
See, you thought about it.
Is that a music video though?
That is absolutely
like
a music video. Okay, am I allowed to show? Should I do it? I won't do it if it's too weird.
No, do it.
Oh,
Play
sorry.
it. Go ahead. Give him a
Turning down all other noise and go. Captain BuyMeRum here. A friendly
Josh.
reminder never
and
to keep
Hansi
kegs
too.
on your ship. Unless your ship is the keg.
Oh, Josh, for our Pirate Academy conversation. Josh, if you scroll up, I've shared a link that is really great for new pirates. Let me know.
Why are you doing this?
Because I'm drunk. Let's go, boys.
You just destroyed the Ford fucking Ranger.
We got him. What about now? Was that better? Yeah, baby! Woo! El Cinco de Mayo!
Alright, I'll give it to you. That was sick.
Sorry, Dre. I kind of silenced you when the music video was going on.
It's
See?
definitely
See, that's cool. See, like
not a music
you're on to
video.
something there.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Morgan called out. She's like, no one can hear you, Drea. I silenced Drea while she was trying to tell Yash about the Pirate Academy.
Yeah, Josh, go read the Pirate Academy stuff. See, he's trying to
Oh.
sabotage you.
Yash, I lowered Drea's voice during the music video. That's on me, man. I did
Thank
it.
you, thank you, everyone in the chat for caring about where I went. I'm still here. Thank you. I'm alive. They have
I want to
not.
be up here.
They have not hurt me.
Elliot, we quoted you today. By the way, Elliot's in the chat, and he was our
What's up, Elliot?
our first quote. No mercy in my dojo. All right. Well, if that's what you're talking about, man, if that's the hill you want to die on and you want to see a Thieves dance contest, I'm with it. All right.
Exactly, and the music video too. To
Yeah,
make it a
yeah.
contest, give away some free sales.
Yeah, they're already doing
stand
that
on
with. They're already doing with that pictures though. Like May 16th is their first entry, so they're doing the the Sea of Thieves theme, and I believe it is class. So like rogue, warrior, mage, or something. If you submit a picture that follows that kind of theme, that's what they're looking for on the 16th, and that's the next one. So let me go. Dude, I had so much information for today, but I got drunk and restarted my computer and it's gone. So let's see what I had. We'll be going off the cusp here.
Who knew people in India loved rum? Not me.
Quality of life. Oh my goodness. There's been a lot of improvements with Season 9 in terms of quality of life updates. We've seen the harpoon, and which just puts everything on your boat, which has been super amazing. I don't even care about everything else, if I'm being honest. The harpoon and what it did was super cool. The other big thing that changed the way we played the game in Season 9 is how they adapted world events to be based on crew size. Before, we had a good idea of when like certain events were going to be done. If a crew went to this event, we had a good idea of how long it was going to take them to do it. But with the way they changed everything, sometimes by the time we start heading there, it's already done, and it's because of this new update, and it adds a new flavor to it. But at the same time, in the name of quality life updates, there is like 10 things that I would have liked to see, and most of them are quality of life updates. And that's kind of what my topic is. I just want to rant on these 10 things. So let's check them out real quick. Number 1, we'll get rid of that. Outfit presets. People have been screaming this since week 1. It is actually, I don't know how you have a quality of life update without allowing us to have specific outfit presets. I think everybody has been waiting for this. Some of you might not play Sea of Thieves, but when you do, the amount of time it takes to scroll through different boots, different jackets, pants, hairs, anything, it gets kind of time consuming. And people like to have their normal outfit that they wear for maybe like, I don't know, a little bit of everything. Right now you can see my pirate, let me show the screen, is in the typical tuck outfit here. So you like to switch to the all black so you're harder to see on dark colored ships. But there's different outfits for different occasions. So that is my number 1 in quality of life updates. I would have liked to have seen outfit presets. Yeah, Yash is demanding I show his first day horrible start to Sea of Thieves.
What's an example like of what game actually does like good clothing selection? The only thing that comes to mind is like for me it's like Ark or something.
I mean,
Where you can actually like color your clothes and
well, Ark has great clothing customization. I don't know that they have great outfit presets. I grew up on MMOs. I don't know if anybody's here's played RuneScape and stuff, but they have it so you can set like outfits and certain things aside for specific builds. So you can just click a tab and then everything in that tab loads to how you had it. Yeah, like Dre,
that's-
like New World. Like,
Yeah, I'd love to have that. Like, I have this
Oh, okay,
outfit.
okay.
This is something else I wear besides the obsidian stuff, and I really fucking love this, but I hate switching everything off.
Exactly. It's so time consuming. Then
Oh,
once you
I see
add
what you're saying. Okay.
and then you add like hair color, and then you add curses and everything to that, it really increases the time. And I'm not even joking. If you filter this by Reddit or Sea of Thieves forums or any metric ever, thousands of posts asking for these outfit presets, and it all started after week 1. It's a bit ridiculous.
I can dig it. Yeah, I can dig it. I would want something like that too.
All
Because I'll
right.
be having some dope outfits, and then I'll forget like what the hell I even
Yeah.
had on.
Exactly. That would be another thing, like recent outfits. Like, what did you wear recently? Then you wouldn't have to worry about all that. Moving on, my next thing for quality of life updates, and here's a visual to help. I would like to see more life in the towns. I had information on this and graphics and everything before I got hammered and restarted my computer, so I'm spitting from memory here. But look at this. This is Port Merrick, which we're at now. Let me turn down this post so you can get an idea before I say this. 1 second. So there is 9 official inhabitants of this town. Do you know what 9 inhabitants in this town is? 9 inhabitants in this town is 2 tables at this tavern. It is ridiculous the amount of life that is in these cities in Sea of Thieves. And maybe there's only one city, and that would be this one right here. But Sea of Thieves cities need a lot more life. They feel very desolate, very isolated. And there's a lot they could do to improve the feeling here. Let me see what else. So that is my number 2 for quality of life updates. I wish there was a way to make it seem like these Sea of Thieves towns had more life in them. Sometimes they feel super dead.
People kind of walking around carrying missions.
Yeah, or just random anybody, anything walking around here. They don't have to have names. They don't even have to have homes. I don't know where gold hoarders sleep. I don't know where merchants sleep. As far as I'm concerned, they sit under the tent all day. It's little things at that point, you know? I mean, and for me, I guess the biggest thing is the town is starting to feel as dead as the seas. And that brings me to number 3, boys. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Sea life. The number 3 thing I would like to see for the quality of life updates is the sea life. There are so many options here. I don't know if you saw what they did with the islands and stuff, but they added floral and everything. They added little fish that you can't actually touch, but they move around the water, and it does not make it seem dead. So I would like to see an improvement in sea life. To give you an example, some of the examples we've seen Sea of Thieves do concept art for manatees. Manatees could be a cool one. What if it had the same mechanics as the sharks in this game? It spawns on you it has a chance of being one of the things that spawn on you every 1 to 2 minutes while you're swimming. And then instead of biting you, it just bumps you. You know, and historically it fits. Often pirates and sailors and everybody confuse manatees with mermaids. Christopher Columbus was quoted while looking at a manatee as saying they're not half as beautiful as they are in the paintings while he's staring at a goddamn manatee. So historically it fits, and it can really add some life to this game. So I would like to see other sea life. Not only that, go on, buddy.
Oh, go ahead. Well, I was about to say I can see like something chasing you out of water onto the land. Like that would be dope. Like it just doesn't stop.
In a way, sharks already do that if you're in there long enough. They slowly overwhelm you, and you either go to land or you eventually just can't fight them off.
Yeah.
Morgan can't wait to see a manatee in real life. Hey, they're not as impressive as you think. There's these giant fucking like sea cows, and they just kind of meander about. Like when you see it after 3 seconds, the novelty really wears off. I agree with Silent Wolf. Turtles could be added to the game. I would love to see that. Riding a turtle would be amazing. But riddle me this, Batman. We see the same nerdy-ass shark in his 3 variations every time he comes. There's over 500 species of sharks. Why do we have to have the same one? We could have great whites, hammerhead, bull sharks, tiger sharks, all sorts of different sharks. You don't even have to add a pecking order. But if you did add a pecking order, there's a pretty clear order there. I think it goes megalodons, great whites, hammerheads, tiger sharks, bull sharks. There's a pretty well-defined pecking order when it comes to sharks. So if you wanted to add more damage to them, that would definitely be the way to go. And then finally, what I wanted to add to this, and I don't know if you guys have any other additions. Yash says, imagine Subnautica monsters. Oh, that's a great
I haven't
point.
played that game.
Well, just imagine like deep sea creatures, dude. That would be scary. The farther you swim down and stuff.
Maybe something like a Leviathan would be fucking sick.
A Hydra.
You know those things that are near the Aurora or whatever the ship name was. Like you go too close and you see that giant slime, like lengthy red thing.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
nobody would ever swim.
Yeah. If you guys played Ark Survival, a bunch of my friends and I have, and I get scared when I fall off the boat in that water. There's so many things that can kill you. That is what I'm looking for. Dude, Hans is full, and he said, did you say tiger shark? Carol Baskins.
She's a bit.
And then finally, not everything in the sea has to be negative. Why can't we do like dolphins? Imagine just seeing dolphins come by and just push you. Why does everything have to be negative every 1 to 2 minutes when you're swimming in the water? It's kind of these what are they? Those janky ass looking mermen who attack you. Call me ma'am as they throw shit at you. Sorry. Any other suggestions on the Sea of Thieves sea life? Silent said he was just talking about this the other day. I agree, man. It seems like an easy fix. Why can't we do something there?
Yeah, more life, more equals more food. It'd be dope.
Manatee looks so cute just staring at us with his innocent, dead, soulless eyes. I love him. All right, moving on.
That's a walrus, but that's a whole different topic.
No, it wasn't. That's a
Pirates
manatee.
never ran into
I'm
these
just
things.
playing,
I'm
it's
just
just
saying.
Oh, can somebody confirm? Is this a man? This is a manatee, right? It's
Yeah, that's a manatee.
Morgan says it's
walrus
ma'am.
with no damn teeth.
Beautiful ass face over there. All right, we're
What
moving
the-
on. This one might be controversial, so sue me, bro. I literally had tons of, I can't make excuses. I'm an alcoholic. I deleted my notes. Here we go. Number 3 for me is I wanted to balance alliances. I used to be a sweaty console player who swore off alliances for several years. I said no alliance ever. It made no sense, blah, blah, blah. I have since revised my position, and I played with some of you here in this chat through alliances, and it has been amazing. I've made amazing friendships. It's very impromptu. We were able to do cool things, but I would revise my statement to this. There is literally alliance servers out there that charge people real life money to be a part of the servers that they stay in. And I just think it's kind of they're kind of exploiting people for that PvE fact.
Whoa, time out. Those servers cost, alliance servers cost.
Yeah, they have real monthly subscriptions. The people you see advertising in LFGs charge people real money on a monthly basis to maintain those servers. And I get it. There's a cost associated with it. You're making sure toxic people are kicked out and that you remove anybody who's trying to flame you. I get that aspect to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like it kind of ruins the whole spirit of the game. So my suggestion would be, what if you cut the maximum amount of alliance per server in half? You get 6 to 7 ships per server. Quality of life update I would suggest is you have a maximum of 3 ships that could alliance together.
That is dedication. I don't understand how you can guarantee that safety, hold those ships for that long, and
that's why they charge
Just-
for it, I'm guessing.
yes, that is dedication.
Yeah, I've actually been in one of those servers. Thank God I'm no longer part of it because it was certainly something in there. When I joined, it was like there was like immediately there's like a hierarchy. Like if you don't pay them money, you're not prioritized. Like they don't care about you.
Like
Like,
pay them
even,
real
like-
money or making money in the game.
Yeah, like real money.
Real
Like,
money.
yeah.
like
no.
PayPal and like other
yeah.
like crypto and shit.
Yeah, these guys are literally making money off people to hold these servers. And
Yeah.
I get it. There's a cost associated with it. But at the same time, I feel like it kind of goes against the whole, like, we won't fuck you up kind of thing if you just pay us. It literally becomes pay to win at that point, what Sea of Thieves is supposed to not be. But I got an argument against that later.
And the one I was in too, it's the pretty famous one, Requiem. I'm sure you've heard of it in those like videos of like sinking Requiem server. They're mad. In parentheses, we tanked the whole thing.
Yeah.
But from when I joined there, it literally took me like 5 hours to like even get in one, just because I didn't want to pay them money to get the priority queue.
Wow.
And then when I finally did get in there, it just failed. And that was when I decided, okay, yeah, no, I'm just gonna go play the game normally. I'm better off not spending my time like this.
Okay, so there's a lot of time and effort in this, and people really want this.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had no
and
idea.
there's like 20 people in the queue, and then there's like 70 something in the non-supporter, people who don't pay money queue. Except even in like the regular queue with like the people who pay money, that stuff takes already like an hour. And then that's like 20 people in it, and then there's 70 people in the non-paying queue, which, let's face it, they're not going to get to that.
Do they have you like download VPN to join, or no? They just like save a
No,
spot.
it's just they just group everyone off based off of like I think it was just based off of servers. So like if you're in like EU servers, you get your own little group, and then same for everything
Yeah.
else.
Wow. I revised my
Yeah,
statement. That's
and
the
they'd,
most pirate shit ever. They're taking advantage of people who
Yeah.
don't want to PvP.
And even when you do
Live
get into
pirate.
even when you do get into one, they got to do it like they got to actually get you into like a whole server together. So they got to like get up in a whole like party or VC, and they all have to like manually go like, okay, 1, 2, 3, join a server, and then they have to wait for the whole thing, everyone to join in, and everyone like goes to the ferry to check if they're on the same server, and if they're not, which could take a while for everyone to load in, they do the whole thing again, which usually on this is coming from them, usually takes half an hour to 3 hours. It's like a
That's-
huge ass variable.
That's why I asked about
Wow.
VPN, because the other night when
Yeah.
Xbox was down, me, Stack, and one of our other friends downloaded VPN, joined this. It was the same VPN server, and we joined the same server, and we got in together in an open crew first try.
First try.
So that's why I had asked if they were having you guys like do VPN, because it's almost like
Yeah, no.
guaranteed if you are on the same server, you'll get in together.
Yeah, the one I was in didn't really say anything about a VPN. They were like just doing it the brute force way.
Maybe we got some money to make.
I know. See?
Yeah.
Legs.
Hey, you said it. That's a drink, buddy. You heard it here. We add one to stacks. Let me pull this up. We add that drink. Yes, sir. And while you do that, everybody reminded me, hey, don't spend your points on Hahn Yolo. Please hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
Ooh.
If you're
Who
waiting.
needs cups?
Yeah. Are you drinking from the bottle?
Always.
I can't get drunk. I can't get drunk with you, but I can get drunk in game for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, everybody. The Hahn Yolo, remember, the first person to get this is getting Venmo Cash App $20. I have upped the chance to 6% from 1%, and that will be a Rum on the Rock special. And as another bonus,
Cheers.
I am going to do the happy hour special, so 100 points for all. Boom, there it is. All right, moving on. First person to get it. Oh, did it not do it? An error occurred while fetching Chatter's list. Please try again. All right, let's try it again. Somebody! I think somebody just got it.
Really?
I hear the noise, but the picture is blocking it out. Who got it?
Oh.
What just
okay.
happened?
I
No
don't know.
way. I literally... All right, bear with me, guys. I need a second to investigate. There's no way.
Watch everyone start getting it. Keep
Yeah.
going.
I limited it to
You gotta
one.
start paying.
Well, while he investigates, since we got that code for the riddle, are we able to do the mission now?
We have to log out and log back into this session, I think.
Yeah,
And
you have
we'll
to
have that-
refresh your. Yeah, you get
Okay.
it from Lorena or Lorena, however you pronounce it. I don't know.
Hey, that's so cool. I didn't think I'd get that title. That's dope.
Wait, what title?
It
What
was
is it?
Yash. Yash got it.
Gold medaler.
No
Golden medaler.
way.
Yash is the winner, everybody. Yashan
Yes.
won the exclamation point YOLO.
He said pay up.
Yes, buddy. Could you DM me? He said send it forward. You're not claiming it? Hey! Oh, thank you, Morgan. Here we
That's so
go.
funny.
Stacks your drink.
Another one?
Another.
You said or
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've been waiting to say a word this whole time. It's been 40 minutes.
Yash, if you're passing it on, I'm going to add $10 to the pot to the next person who gets it.
Ooh.
All right, we're passing it on. The bounty has gone up to $30. Okay, we're going to move on past alliances here.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Oh, here we go. Man, I had a whole thing on this. But again, your boy has been drinking most of the day. So next up is jewelry. So we saw last year that Sea of Thieves, for those of you who play, they introduced jewelry in the game. Let me see. Am I wearing any? I am not. But the only jewelry they introduced was rings, and it's as a glove slot. So they didn't really release jewelry. Make sure you reset it. Don't let them waste those YOLOs. We're still at 6%, bro, but you stay on the high score. Just because you don't claim it, you're going to be on the high score. Oh, crap, I revealed it. By the way, if you actually successfully claim this, there is a special high score. Okay, so anyways, back to the jewelry aspect. The point being is, I've been waiting for this quality of life update forever. How hard would it be to add jewelry to Sea of Thieves? Like they added beards at one point, like they added curses, jewelry has its point, or has its place. And not only in terms of customization, but historically, it makes sense. Early on, they used it as a sign of as a fuck you to the ruling class, because certain ruling classes would tell you what you could and couldn't wear. So pirates putting strings through coins and stuff ended up being a way as the middle finger to the ruling class, saying, hey, we don't care about your rules, this is what we're wearing. The other thing was, pirates specifically believed that golden earrings allowed them to improve their eyesight, so they would always wear one golden earring, and there's no scientific basis for this, but it would improve their eyesight. And then finally, the other thing that happened was, pirates would wear jewelry specifically because if they died at sea and their body was washed ashore, the jewelry in their bodies could be used to send their bodies back home and pay for their burial. So there's a lot of historical accuracy to providing jewelry for pirates. But we're in a game that's killing skeletons and having our way with chickens and fighting sea creatures. So you don't even need all that basis to justify it. It would just make our pirates look cooler as we run around with gold curses and skeleton curses. So that's my other thing for the quality of life update.
Yes, and they'd be able to steal people's gold or chain or whatever and sell it.
Oh, that would be interesting if you could just nick it out of the person.
Yes,
Oh,
that
just
would be
rip an
cool.
earring right out of it.
That would be
Oh, God.
wild. That's a level above Ark. You're getting dark, man.
Okay.
Yes, Yash, you're absolutely right. They did wear eye patches to adjust to the darkness quicker. That kind of logic carried on later on in life, but they realized that one eye would go bad and it wasn't worth the time it took for both eyes to adjust. So now people don't do that anymore because both eyes can adjust, not too much later. No, but there was no scientific basis behind jewelry. It was just they believed it would improve eyesight and that if they died, that it would pay for their funeral. So I guess it kind of checks out on that front. Any thoughts on that before I move on?
No, that would just be dope. I'd take it because I definitely want a necklace.
Love it. Next up, I have in quality of life updates, I would have liked to see the variety in curses. Many of you might remember when you first played Sea of Thieves, the gold curse had variety to it. Two people who got the
Yes.
gold curse would have different styles, and nobody knew why. They would look different on you. Some people would have really cool ones, some would have generic ones. But eventually they changed that to where all the curses looked alike. and it kind of it made a minority of people upset. But how cool would it be if we could have variety in curses? Why do I have to have the same curse as somebody else? Why can't my curse do different things or be in different places? And this is a nitpick, if you would, but I would like to see this one.
Well, majority ruled on that because a lot of people were just like, "Oh, I only got a little splash of gold on my arm and leg," and other people were like, half their body was covered in it. So I know me and Drea, when we got ours, ours was different, but did you like this? Yeah, not super like mine, so it was just I was okay with it.
I see what you're saying, but I'm arguing something different. You're saying, and you make a great point here, when you got your curse, if you got one that maybe only your finger was gold, you're pissed. I did all this work and I don't like the way my curse looks. Yeah, my neighbor here has the best curse in the world. Their whole body's covered. No, I absolutely get that. But I would like, okay, say we have 6 options to choose from, and we go the whole everybody can choose from it, you know? Just give us variety. Silent brings up a great point too. It'd be cool if you could change the colors of them, but actually I don't know about that because then you change the curse, right? You can't change the color of a gold curse to like purple. It's no longer the gold curse. It's the sunken curse. So I see what you're saying. Silent, but I don't know. I think changing the colors too much there. And then let me go over here. The next one that I would have liked to seen on the quality of life updates, and I'm sorry for the rant mode, is more events. Not world events, more events. What do we have now? We have skelly ships, we have megs, we have storms, and we have fog. Ugh, boring, gross. So
they cranked up the fog this season too.
I have been seeing more fog. Did they actually crank it up, or is it just...
Yeah, it is way cranked up compared to last season.
Man, that's an interesting point. But what I would like here is to see more events, not just world events, but more events. How cool would it be to have a whirlpool? They haven't ended the Pirates of the Caribbean, and they have that partnership with them. That would be awesome if you had to do certain maneuvering to get out of the whirlpool. And I don't know if we're talking about like a press different buttons in a specific order to get out, or if you just turn it one way. But how cool would it be if you were driving through the sea and suddenly your wheel's turning one direction? You're like, oh shit, what do I do now? And if you don't follow the commands, then your ship gets sunk. Or
maybe it'd be like the wheel would like start vibrating and you'd have to like turn it one way and it would start vibrating less. Like there's like a little zone you have to search for.
Oh, that would be cool, kind of like the fishing mechanism.
Yeah, kind of. But maybe it would also just like randomly just like yank the wheel to try to throw you off.
Oh, that would be kind of cool. So you're relying more on vibrations and stuff. I like that idea. Yash says it should be a PvP situation, not just a solo thing. I don't know, man. That's kind of intense. I'm going to navigate through a whirlpool as I'm fighting an enemy ship. It could happen, but I don't know if it should be specific to PvP, you know? It could be its own encounter.
I'd like an event that brought all the ships together.
Because normally, like experienced helmsmen would be like, okay, yeah, that's no problem. Whirlpool, okay, just do this, do that, get out of here. Maybe just add like some like looming threats, like some like chunks of rocks or something that like float around in it, so you have to like dodge those while actively trying to get out.
That would be cool. I do like that idea. And
Icebergs.
Icebergs? Oh, you save that for later. We're getting a winter zone eventually. It's coming. We all know it's coming. They don't give you winter coats without bringing a winter zone. That's for sure.
Ooh.
And
maybe also for the whirlpool, final thing. Maybe like if you get like to the bottom, like say you fail completely to maneuver out of it, it's like the equivalent of having an Athena keg blow up on your boat. So there's some real like tension on it.
Oh, no, I was thinking your boat should be destroyed, not could be destroyed, should be destroyed. If you fail to get out of that whirlpool, boom, sunk.
I mean, yeah, but like, so let's say like someone's like, not paying attention on helm, and then like because of them, you're in a whirlpool. I don't think you should just like immediately sink. I'd say like if you fail it, at least, no.
I wonder what the mechanic would be, though. You fall off at the bottom of the sea and they spit you back up. How would the mechanic work a failure?
Just break the ship
Maybe
down.
your ship would get like disabled or something until you take it to an outpost.
Oh, that'd be cool. Maybe there's some type of penalty or something.
if there were more dry docks sprinkled around, they could be like you'd have to get your rudder fixed at a dry dock because it got like split in half because you failed to do the whirlpool.
I've always wanted a Sea of Thieves hardcore mode, and then I don't know if any of you have played, not Ark Survival, but they had a brother company or a knockoff company, and it was called Atlas. But oh my God, who's on fire over here, Drea?
I got struck by lightning.
Oh no, it wasn't Drea. Okay. But with Atlas, they had water spouts that would pop up in questionable weather, and you had to maneuver around the water spouts not to take incredible damage. How cool would that be to have in Sea of Thieves where water spouts pop up, and you simply have to avoid them? I think that's another cool feature. And
Kind of
then
like the DR water spouts, or
DR water spouts. What are those?
oh, okay. I guess it's just steam. Never mind.
And then finally, just a reminder, not all events have to be bad. Like, again, we go back to the dolphins. What if a random ship event was dolphins popping up by your ship and riding alongside of you, as they look like cute, adorable dolphins you can't do anything with, but they just have a visual, like,
It's too soft for me, Robin.
Again, not every event has to be negative, is my point.
Fair.
Silence
But
says
we have a
quicksand
clip.
on islands. That would be kind of cool too.
That would be
Yeah,
fun.
That would be
Yeah.
wild. Could you imagine you just start sinking? You got to rely on your team or something?
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't happen to like solos. Okay, moving on. All right, this might be exceeding the realm of quality of life update, but I think the brig is a bit. It was always questionable, the purpose of the brig. You vote somebody you don't like into the brig, and what? They stay in there until you quit? You kick them out of party chat, and it's super awkward? The brig never really served a good purpose. How awesome would it be if there was some type of mechanism where we could add a prisoner to the brig for a limited amount of time and really, like, change the way that naval fights happen? Imagine how much careful you would be during boarding if you knew you could be abducted for 2
yes.
minutes.
Instead of like
Oh,
you
that would be
responding to your ship, you just
that would
respond in the
absolutely
brig.
screw over anyone on a galleon. Like, say, take one person on a galleon prisoner. That galleon is pretty much now disabled if you're up against them. And your
Exactly.
crew's decent.
Yeah, Hahn says the stocks. Exactly. That's what, but that's, I'm not saying make it easy. I'm not saying you just kill them and they go to the brig. May add some type of feature where they would have to be losing something. They would be risking for a potential chance to put somebody in the jail. It's not a guarantee. So maybe they'd have to give up a weapon, for like a club, and they'd have to hit him at the right moment for the final hit to put him down. Maybe you could do Ark style, go bola. You have to hit him with a bola. You get like 3 bolas or as rare as chain shots or something, and you could use it. I'm sorry, go on.
I don't know about where it's chain shots.
Well,
That might not be over. Might be a little too common.
oh, you think chain shots are too common?
Yeah.
It's kind of a risky
You can go look
resource, though,
around.
right? You throw it at a person,
but,
maybe?
Yeah, but like if you just go around like literally any outpost, you can probably get at least a handful of them.
Oh, silence.
And especially if someone has access to the Guardians of Fortune hangout, like that level 100 PvP spot, there's usually a ton of chain shot down there.
Silence says if you die while being boarded, they can run up to you like a revive, but it locks them up instead. So if you didn't like go to the ferry quick enough or something, maybe.
They can capture you.
Yeah,
That'd be dope.
at that
Oh, yeah.
point, you're not even
That would-
paying attention. So that would be you deserved it.
That would also be like that would really change the dynamic of like relying on your friend to revive you.
It
So
would.
like, because you want to get revived, but at the same time, you don't want the other guy to come up to you and lock you in the brig.
And really, it just gives brigs actual utility. And, if we're going to caveat to that, rare, just let us kick people off the team. If you want to add some type of function to it to, like, stop it from being abused, say if you have treasure on your boat, you can't kick somebody off the team. How about that? You have treasure. If you own treasure, if it's on your rowboat, if it's on your ship, you can't kick somebody off your team. How about that? But if you don't have treasure, you can kick them. It's too easy. So, all right. It really grinds my gears. All right, moving on. Again, we're probably leaving quality of life updates. Hahn says, hang them on a meat hook like on Dead by Daylight.
Okay, the rating on this game's going up a bit.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's getting a little more. It would get a little more toxic quickly, but I'm okay with it. I have territory control, and here I had written down specific examples, but they weren't game changing. Like maybe if you own a specific sea fort, you're able to kill mermaids in an area and have a chance at more mermaid gems, or maybe you have a chance in a specific territory of finding more cursed cannonballs, or something like that. But if you own a sea fort in a specific PvE environment, you have an increased chance at something. And again, that might be leaving the quality of life update into new content. So that is not a hill I'm willing to die on.
Speaking of game changers, you know how I got these like if you just go in the tavern, like you just look pretty much anywhere. You just use like potions and bottles lying around.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Originally they were I'm literally ripping this from Falcor here, but like it's worth talking about. They apparently were planning on adding potions and stuff to the game to like give you effects, and it just never made it in.
That's weird because they've slowly been tiptoeing on the magic idea with like the mermaid staff and stuff. So you think that would be acceptable at this point? Like magic is a part of the game, whether we admit it or not.
Cursed, was it cursed balls?
Yeah, cursed cannonballs is another example.
Yeah.
Mermaid gems are another example. There is magic in the game. They literally defeat. Actually, I'm not going to say anything. I'll save that for later. All right, and then finally, here we go. I am going to play a clip to introduce the next topic. Are you ready? And let's go.
Been fighting for the servants of the flame. And I'm not actually. I'm 175 now.
Oh my!
I'm going
God.
for that 200 bone color.
You did that all. You did that all legit, yeah.
Yeah, we can't. You can't pay your way to winning in this. So yeah, you
can.
All legit.
You can.
So, my next topic, and again, this might be a bit controversial. Anti-cheat. So when Season 9 was introduced, everybody was spamming on the Twitch feed where you first watched the introduction of Season 9. Anti-cheat, anti-cheat, anti-cheat. Some people want to act like it's not a problem. I watched Hippo release a video about defeating hackers, and then he was asked whether or not cheating was a problem in Sea of Thieves, and he said, I don't think Sea of Thieves has a cheating problem. I don't know about any of you, but we've played on PC servers for the last 2 months, and we've encountered cheaters on nearly every day. On my very first stream, I paired with a random LFG who was using ESP hacks. We find them in the most flagrant form, and then we find them in the more well-hidden forms. When it comes to auto-aim, when it comes to knowing where every ship is, we see it left and right. I don't know if that's your guys' experience as well. Skyline, what's your thought on cheating? Are you a console player?
Not good.
No, you're not a console. You are?
No, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he doesn't experience it
As much.
probably as much. You'll probably get the
Unless I
occasional
go,
mouse and keyboard guy.
unless I hop over to the PC servers on like a looking for group post, then yeah, I occasionally run into it.
Yeah.
And some people like to chalk it up to a skill difference, but to give you an idea, when we fight on console, the fights, yeah, Ellie, I agree. There's not a problem. Stax and I played on console for like 4 years, and we may have ran into 5 cheaters. On PC, you run into them every day, and it's not hard to find them. You can find them with the 30 win streaks and dives, and they all say the same thing. And I have 3 accredited bans to my name for using evidence because all I do is capture video, but they say the same thing.
I can say it for you.
Go on.
They're NLE.
NAL.
Was it NAL?
Yes.
Or they practice 6 hours a day.
Yes.
And the last one is you just suck.
Yes. It's a skill issue. They're NAL or they TDM 6 hours a day. They all say the same thing, and they will say it everywhere you go. But they share some common tendencies. When you get body shot on the top deck of your ship every time, and you can find this, do a dive against a brig or a galley, you'll find the crew with 30 plus wins, and they don't seem to take any damage. It's just, it's ridiculous. And then you go to console, and body shots by cannons, you're not getting hit every other shot in the body. You celebrate a body shot on console. It's amazing. It's great. So it's not a skill issue. There's literally a rampant cheating issue, whether anybody wants to admit it or not. And if you go to these hack sites and look at the downloads and you look at the active players, and I get the game's been out for 5 years, but there's thousands and thousands and thousands of downloads of these hacks. And, you know, the active players has thousands as well. So there's a difference, there is, but I'm just saying cheating is an issue. And I'm not really technically competent at all, but it's hard for me to imagine that even the most obscene cheats, if somebody's flying through your game at the speed of Superman and spawning shit in the middle of your game like kegs and stuff, I feel like, and I'm not technically competent, I'm just gonna put it out there, but I feel like there's a way to detect that. How do you not know if somebody's flying through your game faster than anybody else can? How do you not know if somebody's shooting 90% accuracy, which is way higher than Call of Duty? I mean, Call of Duty has a cheat rate at what, 80%? So you put yours at 90% in Sea of Thieves to factor in for the hit reg, and you're still gonna catch a lot of people. Like, why isn't little shit like that in here? And that's all I'm going on.
Maybe in the next Sea of Thieves, but I don't see it happening for this one.
And I don't know why. I'm sure there's a technical answer. Oh, hey, Wolf. I don't know that that's a cheat, buddy. We've had that happen to us before, though, and I think that's a glitch. Before, when I first spawned onto a boat, if I died and somebody, like, revived me before I died, I would have no weapons, no gear, no armor, no inventory, no clothes, and I could run to barrels, and I could grab everything in it. Sometimes I could use the stuff, sometimes I couldn't, but I could grab everything on somebody's ship and instantly deplete it. Even my own ship. Didn't even mean to. So I don't know if that's a hack. I think that's some type of glitch. And it's really hard to replicate. I don't even know if you can replicate it intentionally. And then it is pretty weird. And I think that ends it here. And I was really going to bring up topic 4, the new mystery, but Silence saved us today. If you guys are not aware, a lot of people have spent a lot of hours trying to solve this, and he gave us the answer, which I had been loosely monitoring for. The answer to riddle number 1. And let me see if I can find it here. If he doesn't type it before I do, I'm going back in history. Oh, no, it's too far back. I don't remember what it was. Do you guys remember what Silence said the answer to it was?
No,
I think it
Drea
was
gave it to me.
Outcasts with O as a 0 and then something else. It was like some numbers
4 is
replaced
an
on the
A.
letters. Yeah. It's also it's pinned in the Sea of Thieves Discord mystery chat. I just looked.
Oh, they actually pinned it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Silent wrote it here again. It is Outcast with some numbers in it. So it's 0 Umbrella Tango Charlie 4 5 Tango. Again, that is 0 Umbrella Tango Charlie 4 5 Tango. Thank you, Silent, and thank you to the Sea of Thieves mystery chat. I actually had well, I'm not going to say it. Well, okay, I'll say it. I was recording the chat in case anybody placed it, but they were pretty good about getting rid of people who might have said the answer early on. So I don't know if they were flagging the answer as it for a limited time or if they're flagging bad words, but a lot of people claim to have it early on. I don't know if it was true or not, but all right. And then moving on here. Stacks, we are going to move on to a portion here, and this is to encourage drinking, but also to test our Skyline's knowledge. Skyline, are you ready for this?
Yes.
I guess I am.
I call this Sea of Thieves lore trivia, and if this is working like I want, I'll be able to see everybody's responses. I wasn't able to test this at all, so we're gonna try it right now. Let's see. We're going to pull up the trivia. Get rid of this, get rid of this. I'm going to go to the site here, and let's see if we can activate it. And everybody should be able to... Oh, it looks like it might work. All right. Trivia. Block. The game is going to start apparently in 2 minutes.
Oh wait, do I gotta be in the Twitch chat for this?
I can read it out loud to you too so you can hear it.
Okay.
Let me bring it up here. This is my first time. I'm running this live, so I have no idea how it's going to work.
Let me get a warm-up drink.
Yeah, there was no test here. And Stacks, what I'm going to do for you and I is, so here's how this is going to work. Skyline's going to answer a question, and if he gets it wrong, one of us is going to have to drink. Who goes first? I'm going to flip a coin.
Oh, you all are gonna get so hammered.
So let me turn on. Let me turn on HUD. HUD is on. All right, Stacks, call it in the air. If you're right, I go first. If you're wrong, you go first. Here we go.
All right. Let's go.
Call it.
Tails.
It's heads. You drink first, buddy.
I need it.
Oof.
All right. Let's see. Is it going? If it, the timer literally just started the fuck over, bro. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna ask you myself. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Wolf, you ready? Or Scott's ready?
Yep.
If you, hey, by the way, I literally paid money for this trivia, by the way, and it's not working live in game. So here's what's gonna happen. Chat, if you get the question right, I will give you points. I'm gonna have to go back through the feed, but I will give you points. Here we go. And game capture. We turn trivia off because this thing is broken. And here we go. All right, Skyline. What are the earliest known inhabitants of Sea of Thieves called? If you can get it before I offer you multiple choice, I give you points.
Don't worry, I already drank.
Yeah, no, I'm lost on that one. I need the multiple choice.
Okay, the multiple choice is the Sirens, the Ancients, the Shroud Breakers, or the Merfolk.
Oh, well, that would be the Ancients.
You got it!
Damn, man, I drank for no reason.
Elliot got it too!
Yeah.
All right, let me move on.
Don't do that.
All right, the next question popping up here. And I'll see if you guys know it before I give you the multiple choice version. What and chat, you have to solve it before I give the multiple choice. I'm watching. What was crafted to communicate with merfolks? A seashell, a megaphone, a riz. All right, here's the multiple choice. I was reading the chat. The multiple choice is Veilstones, magical earrings, mermaid gems, and enchanted chains.
That's a drink.
Oh, okay, hold on, I got it now. Magical earrings.
Hey, you got it right.
Yeah, I'm just a little fuzzy on the lore.
All right, question number 3. This is Stacks if you don't get it. A forbidden love references which 2 characters in Sea of Thieves?
Would that be the Siren King and the Siren Queen?
Please be right.
Damn.
Stacks owes a drink, but let me give you the multiple choice. All right.
Damn.
We
Yeah, I
have
went for it. I'm sorry, man.
the Ancient King and High Priest, the Ancient Warrior and Sea Queen, DeMarco and Leslie Die. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Wild Rose and George.
That's the one I was thinking of. Oh, George.
Ancient King and Sea Queen?
And the answer was the Ancient Warrior and Sea Queen.
Oh, wait.
Skyline, your answer was confusing because the other one was Ancient King and High Priest, and you kind of chose 2 answers.
You want to just roll? You want to flip a coin on that? And just...
Oh, no, you already answered. I take your first answer. Stacks had to drink. By the way, Stacks, let me add that drink, and let me add one for me here because I missed. Okay, there we go. All right. Question number 4. Yash said Romeo and Juliet for the last one, by the way. What is the Old Mother
I'm gonna need that multiple choice.
All right, multiple choices. Madam, I live. The first Megalodon, an ancient Kraken, and Ramses' mother.
First Megalodon.
Fuck.
Good buddy.
Let's see who got it. All right, 2 in the chat got it. We got Drea and Hans. It was the ancient Kraken. Damn, man, I thought that was an easy one. I thought I was gonna get away.
I thought so too. I was like, oh, okay.
You're both
I
getting
see
one.
what's going on.
All right, mermaid statues are ... No, I guess that's not enough to solve it, so I'm just gonna read the multiple choice. I had no idea. I said Meg to be different. All right. Mermaid statues are Veilstone fragments, Siren King tears, Founded ancient souls, or mermaid gem pinatas.
Damn, I don't even know this one.
I mean, that last one is technically true. I want to go with what were the options again?
So we have mermaid statues are, and think of it from a lore perspective, Veilstone fragments, Siren King tears, mermaid gem pinatas, and bounded ancient souls. Oh, the chat's pretty conclusive here.
Bounded ancient souls.
Final answer?
Final answer.
He got it! Hey, he beat the chat.
If I remember correctly, those ancient souls were the ones punished.
Hans wins. He got it.
Not being trusted because they weren't. Yeah, they weren't trusted to go onto that like afterlife shit they did with the Sea of the Damned. So they tossed their souls in those things.
Okay, and then the final question. Oh, that means this is mine. Wait, how is it the final question for me? Did we fuck up? What happened? Okay.
I have no idea. I don't run this.
And the final question we have here, and I don't think anybody has answered one before I asked. Hans cheated. He has Russian insider info. I don't think anybody has answered. So here we go. The Siren Queen made ocean crawlers from ... Does anybody have this answer?
Multiple choice.
I'll give you 6 seconds. All right. Silent Wolf says turtles. Okay. So here we go. The Siren Queen made ocean crawlers from Veilstone fragments, merfolk souls, mermaid statues, Athena's incense. Da 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 da.
We're gonna go Veilstone fragments.
Final answer? All right. The answer is mermaid statues. She actually used the mermaid gems on mermaid statues of the ancient souls to turn them into ocean crawlers. So ocean crawlers are ancient souls. Hans said, "Fuck you." All right.
I'm sorry, man. I haven't touched the Sea of Thieves anything lore related.
No, that's why we're doing this. We don't know shit about the lore, and that's the point of this. And I owe a drink, so I raise my glass to 3.
There you go.
Stacks, what can you tell me about the onomatopoeia of the sea?
Oh, it's definitely blue.
I was hoping for something else. Damn. Okay. And now we have one more portion here before we get to the finale. And we've reduced our clips. Before we had too many clips. Now we do 3 clips, and they can be any style. And the idea is that we all vote on which one we think is the best one. And you can put your own criteria on it. Before we did skill, the other time we did funny. This time it's whatever one you want to vote on. So we're going to play clip number 1 right now.
This is mine. I was trying to find a great clip this week, but here you go, enjoy.
Why is this scary?
Where's that thing going?
This was a Reddit post. All right, I like that. You know, they could have added some music to that, and she could have moved her hips to that shit, and that would have been hilarious. Clip number 2. And I don't think this one, I've seen this one before. It's not from this week. I think in the future we're going to do it based on this week. But here's number 2.
Oh, no, we sunk. Oh, well. Wasn't really that much on board. Turn, man, turn! Something seriously important, life-changing discovery. Rum.
Rum.
I like clip number 2. All right, and then we're going to move on to the final clip. All right, so vote on your clips. We're counting down. 1 was the janked up mermaid, 2 was rum, and 3 was that zombie. So on 3, guys, out of the 4 of us, on 3 vote. 1, 2, 3. Oh, snap, Stacks.
What is that, a tie?
You voted with me, so I can't make you drink from this.
Okay, it's a tie.
It's a tie. We end the game a tie, and for the mermaid was throwing it back on said. And for anybody who's not familiar, how we end this is we can bet our points. So Stacks, type the amount of points you want to bet before I do this next thing. And we'll do it on 1. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit! This
Right.
You can pick 0, and actually, that was probably the smart choice. So now, we're gonna see what happens here. All right, let me pull up the game. Let me pull up the wheel. So we go to a wheel here, and the wheel kind of decides our fate. So we are gonna click this wheel. We are gonna interact. And we're gonna decide the winner this way. Are you ready for the inaugural SoT Grog Plank?
Jeez, another coin flip?
No, it's Grog Plank to the boat. So the way the winner will be decided here is we will both get onto the plank. We will have a drink at the same time. And the first to fall off the plank loses. You ready?
Wait, I gotta sober up.
No, hey.
I'm ready.
Here we go. On 3. Yeah, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let it be noted he drank a little bit later.
All right, I'll deduct about 0.5 seconds from the final result.
Here we go, baby. Come on.
Come on, don't do me like this.
Come on. Don't be a punk. 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 Don't be a punk.
Goddamn.
Don't be a punk. Don't be a punk. Don't be a punk. Don't be a punk.
Oh,
Yes, I win. That was Stacks. You won. Oh, okay. Yes.
Stupid.
That means I erased 3 from mine, and you erased 0. So you don't really owe anything but the shot of shame. You're good. You have lost episode 3 of Rum on the Rocks. Enjoy that shot of shame, buddy, and let us all see it. Chugga-lugga. Straight from the bottle. I like it. And that's how we... And, oh, no, I am wrong. That is not how we conclude this Rum on the Rocks. Are you ready, Skyline? We have a question for you.
Oh, shit. All right.
And this will end Rum on the Rocks. What is your quote for all the future episodes of Rum on the Rocks? This quote will be spammed and randomly picked for the...
Or possibly some, words of wisdom.
Yeah, words of wisdom. Whatever you got for us. No pressure.
It will be quoted though.
Would you like to hear the previous two?
Sure.
On episode 1, we had Diesel with No Mercy in My Dojo. On episode 2, we had Black Ops with Never Drink on a Full Stomach. And on episode 3, we have Skyline with...
It says gullible on the ceiling.
It says gullible on the ceiling. There it is. Hahn said it's Skyline time. Missed opportunity. Damn it, Skyline.